Hello everyone, this is our session 14 on mathematical logic. We were on exercise 1.5, we were done with question 1, now we are moving to question 2. So let us begin with question 2 now. So what is question 2? It says construct the switching circuits of the following. So the mathematical or logic sentence is given to you, statement pattern, and from there we have to make the switching circuit. So let us begin with the first one. Exercise 1.5, question 2. Okay, first sentence. What is given to us? Negation P and Q. Okay, or P and negation R. Okay, this is our first statement. Now we'll just write down the circuit name, switch name. So S1 is equal to P. So negation P is equal to S1 dash. Okay, then S2 is equal to Q, and negation Q will be equal to S2 dash, and S3 is equal to R. Negation R is equal to S3 dash. Let us make the switching circuit. So the first bracket is an AND circuit. That means the switches are in series. So negation P is the first switch. What is negation P? Negation P is S1 dash. So S1 dash in series, and we have Q with it. So the Q will be S2. Okay, these are in series. Now it is ORed with another bracket. That means it is in parallel with two more switches, which are those P. So this is S1 over here, P, and negation R. Negation R is S3 dash. Okay. So we have done with S1 dash and S2, that is negation P and Q, or parallel circuit P, that is S1 and negation R, that is S3 dash. Okay, and then we complete the circuit by putting in the battery. Okay, and the lamp. This is your circuit for the first one. Okay, let us go to the second one. So the second one says P and Q. Okay, or then we have a square bracket. And inside the square bracket, negation P, and then you have a round bracket, negation Q or P or R, negation Q or P or R. Okay, this is completing a round bracket and completing a square bracket. Okay, so again, S1 is equal to P, S1 dash is equal to negation P, S2 is equal to Q, S2 dash is equal to negation Q, and S3 is equal to R. S3 dash is equal to negation R. Okay, so let us begin. How will we make this circuit? The first one is P and Q. That means we have two switches in series. Okay, so we have P and Q in series. So this will be S1 and S2 in series. Then they are ORed with a square bracket. So let us take a parallel circuit. Okay, in the parallel circuit, there is negation P. That means we have a switch over here, negation P, that is S1 dash. Okay, and it is in series because there is an AND sign. So it is in series with three parallel switches. Now, which are these three parallel switches? 1, 2, and we have 3 here. These are the three parallel switches. Okay, and here we complete the circuit. So this S1 dash, that is negation P, is ANDed or is in series with three parallel switches. Which are those switches? Negation Q, So negation Q is S2 dash, okay, or P, so that is S1, or R, that is S3, okay, and this is the complete circuit with the lamp, okay. Yes, this is the complete circuit. Now, this is how you write when there is a square bracket and a series and a parallel combination inside it. Okay, so we have S1, S2 in series, that is P and Q. Then it is odd, so we created a parallel circuit with it. In that parallel circuit, you have negation P, so S1 dash ANDed with, okay, so in series with three parallel switches, S2 dash, S1 and S3. Okay, this is your final circuit. This is the second one. Let's go to the third one. So the third one is P and R. We have a square bracket, then in that a round bracket, P and R. Okay, or negation Q and negation R. Negation Q and negation R. Okay, and the square bracket closes. Then we have and negation P and negation R. Okay, sorry, there's no bracket here. Yeah. So we have one square bracket. So let us construct this. What is there in the square bracket? There are two combinations of series circuit which are in parallel. Again, we'll just name the switches. S1 is P, S1 dash is negation P, S2 is Q, S2 dash is negation Q, S3 is R, and S3 dash is negation R. Okay, these are the 6 switches that we have. Now let us begin with the circuit. So the circuit will be P and R. So I require a series combination P and R, that is S1 and S3. Okay, odd with, so we require a parallel circuit, odd with negation Q. So negation Q means S2 dash, okay, ANDed with, that means in series with negation R, that is S3 dash. Okay, so this is completely your square bracket. Now it is ANDed with, so in series with, then there is a bracket, okay, and there is a AND circuit. So AND circuit means again there will be series. So what is the series combination? And negation P. Negation P is S1 dash ANDed with negation R. What is negation R? S3 dash. Okay, and this will complete your circuit. Okay, and you can show the current flowing in this direction. So we have the first bracket P and R, S1 and S3, odd with parallel circuit S2 dash, that is negation Q, and S3 dash, that is negation R. Okay, this entire square bracket is then ANDed with, so in series with negation P, that is S1 dash, and so again in series with S3 dash. Okay, that is your third question. Let us go to the fourth one. The fourth question is P and negation Q and R. P and negation Q and R. Okay. Or then we have a square bracket P and negation Q or negation R. And the square bracket closes. Okay. So let us again begin with the naming of the switches. S1 is P, S1 dash is negation P, S2 is Q, S3 dash is, sorry, S2 dash is negation Q, S3 is R, and S3 dash is your negation R switch. Okay, we have all the switches here. Let us begin with the first round bracket, P and negation Q. So P, that is S1, and negation Q, so we have AND means in series, S2 dash, and R, so S3. Okay, now this is in parallel with, because it's odd. So we'll take a parallel circuit over here. Okay, and then it is parallel with a square bracket in which you have and or combination. So how will you put this? P, so S1, okay, it is ANDed with, in series with, that is negation Q, so S2 dash and negation R. So we have S3 dash. Okay, this is complete over here, and this is joined to this, completes our circuit. We have the lamp, okay, and you have the current flowing in this direction. Okay, so we have S1, that is P, and S2 dash, that is negation Q, and S3 in series, odd with, so parallel circuit. P, so S1 ANDed with means in series with negation Q, that is S2 dash or S3 dash, okay, in parallel. That is your fourth one. Let us go to the fifth one. P or negation P, or negation Q, or P and Q. Okay, or P and Q. So we have only two switches here, S1, H2, S1 dash and S2 dash. Okay, so this will be P, Q, negation P and negation Q. Okay, let us begin with the circuit. P and negation P. Sorry, P or negation P. So we have P, so this is S1. It is odd with negation P, so S1 dash. Okay, then it is odd with negation Q, so S2 dash. Okay, then it is odd with P and Q, so two switches over here, 1 and 2. P and Q means S1 and S2. Okay, all this is in parallel because they're all odd together, and then you can just put in your battery over here. You have your battery here, you can have your lamp here, and this gets connected here. All are in parallel, so S1, that is P, is in parallel with S1 dash, is in parallel with S2 dash, is in parallel with P and Q, that is S1 and S2 in series. Okay, this is your fifth one. Let's go to the sixth one. We have P and Q. Okay, or we have negation P, or we have P and negation Q. Okay, so again we have S1, S2, S1 dash and S2 dash, that is P, Q, negation P and negation Q. Okay, these are our four switches. Now let us begin P and Q. So we have S1 and S2 in series, odd with negation P. So that is S1 dash. Okay, odd with, again parallel, S1 and negation Q, so in series with S2 dash. All this is in parallel, and then we can also put in the battery in this format. It still means parallel only, or in the one that we did in the previous one, like you could just take two wires out and that would be your parallel circuit. This is also similarly a parallel circuit. Okay, so we have P and Q, that is S1 and S2, or so in parallel with S1 dash, that is negation P, or we have P and negation Q, so S1 and in series with S2 dash. All these are in parallel because we have two OR signs here. Okay, and then the battery is connected. This is the end of question 2. Let us go to question 3 of the same exercise. The question 3 says, give an alternative equivalent simple circuit. That means they've given you a circuit You will make their symbolic representation and then you will simplify that symbolic representation and find out a new circuit, a simpler circuit. So we have S1 given over here, okay? Then that is in series with a parallel combination. What is that? S1 dash here and S2, okay? This is the complete circuit. This is your battery and lamp. What we have to do is we have to write a symbolic representation. Okay, so symbolic representation will be what? We have S1, so P in series with and then we put a bracket because there is a combination of switches. S1 dash, that is negation P or Q. Okay, this is our symbolic form. Let us simplify this. This will be, we'll use distributive property and distribute P to each of them. So P and negation P, okay, or P and Q. Okay, so what is P and negation P? Complement law, P and negation P is false, okay, or P and Q. By identity law, F or P is true, so that means it is P itself, so P and Q. Okay, this is by identity law. Specify the laws that you're using over here. So here we have used the distributive law. Then we have used the complement law. Okay. And then we have used the identity law. Okay. Now, so we have simplified this circuit in the form of P or P and Q. So P and Q, how will we draw it? I'll just draw it on the same page so it will be easier. You can write equivalent to P and Q. So P and Q means this is S1 P and Q in series S2 and this is your battery. Okay, so this is your simplified form of the circuit. This is question 3, first one. Let's go to the second one. So we have a switch S1 over here. Then we have a parallel combination of S2 and S3. Okay, close this. Then this is in parallel with a combination of 3 switches, which is that S3 dash, S2 dash and S1. Okay, so close this and this is your circuit. Let us write its symbolic form. So what will be the symbolic form? S1, so that is P, okay, in series, so and, okay, P and, then we have a bracket and S2, that is Q or R, okay. I'm putting this in a square bracket because then this whole thing is in parallel with 3 other switches. Parallel means or, okay. And which are those 3 other switches? S3 dash, that is negation R. Okay, I'll write the OR bracket down. So just write it over here. 1 second. Okay. Okay, symbolic representation again P and bracket S2, that is Q or R. Okay, this is in the first square bracket. It is ORed with because it's in parallel with, what is that? We have S3 dash. So what is S3 dash? S3 dash means negation R, okay, in series. So and negation Q, okay, and we can write over here and P. This is our symbolic representation. Now we have to simplify this equation like we did in exercise 1.4. We were simplifying the, or we can say we have to prove that to an equivalent statement pattern. So let us begin. What is the bracket that we have? P and Q or R. Okay, this is your first one. Odd with square bracket, negation R and negation Q and P. Okay, let us begin with equivalent circuit. So we'll keep the first bracket as it is. I'm just changing the order, R or Q. Okay, first bracket as it is, P and R or Q, or P and negation R or Q. Now how did we get this? Okay, so by De Morgan's law, okay, we have negation R or Q is equal to negation R and negation Q, correct? So negation R and negation Q, I have replaced it with negation R or Q, okay? And you can of course change the order of this AND circuit, P and Q and R, Q and P and R, it is the same. What is it called as? You can say it is commutative, okay? That is called as the commutative law. Okay, so we can change the order also, and again we have used De Morgan's law over here. Okay, so now we have in bracket P and R or Q, or P and negation R or Q. So what can you see in the two brackets? We can see two things common, that is P and P and. So we can use distributive law and get this P outside. So we write P and then what do we have remaining in the bracket? R or Q or negation R or Q. Okay, I'll explain the step again. We have P and P and common in the previous step. So I've taken it outside and used distributive property R or Q or negation R or Q. What is left, I've put it in a square bracket. Now let us say that I called R or Q as some other letter, say S. Okay, so we have P and bracket S or negation S. Okay, where S is equal to R or Q. Okay, let us go back again. R or Q, negation R or Q. So I've taken R or Q as S. So what are we left with? P and S or S, negation S. So P and S or negation S. Now what is S or negation S? Complement law, right? So complement law will give us S or negation S is true. So P and T is P. So what is our final answer? P. That means what will the circuit be like? Just one switch S1 and that is it. This is our final simplified circuit. Okay. If you are doubtful of your answer, you can also use a truth table to check if you're getting the answer P. How will you use the truth table? See, this is your statement. Use a truth table and check the output. Is it equal to P? If it is equal to P, then yes, what equivalent circuit we have got is correct. Okay. So this is how we have proved it equal to P. Let's go to the next question. Question 4 of the same exercise. It says that the circuit is given to you. You write its symbolic form, give the input-output table, and then interpret it. Interpret it means tell when the circuit will be off or tell when it will remain on. So how do we do the first one? Okay. So the circuit is, you have a switch over here. That is S1. We have S2 dash, and we have S1 dash and S2 in series. Okay, we have to write its symbolic form. So we have S1, S2 dash, S1 dash, and S2. Okay, let us write the symbolic form first. So this we have understood clearly how to write the symbolic form. We have S1, so P in series with, sorry, in parallel with S2 dash. S2 dash is negation Q in parallel with S1 dash, so negation P and Q. Okay, this is your equation. So we have S1, S2 dash, S1 dash, and S2. Okay, now how do we make it? Input output table. Okay, so let us make the input output table. We have P or negation Q or negation P and Q. This is our statement. Let us make the table over here. Okay, and we have P, Q, negation P, negation Q. Okay, P and negation Q, sorry, P or negation Q. Then we have negation P and Q, and then the last part will be or. Okay, let us begin. So P, Q, negation P, negation Q. Okay, then we can do this bracket first. So negation P and Q. Okay, then P or negation Q, and then P or negation Q or negation P and Q. Okay, so let us begin. We are writing an input output table, so don't forget to write 1 1 0 0, otherwise you'll end up writing true false. 1 0 1 0. Okay, negation P 0 0 1 1, Q will be 0 1 0 and 1. Okay, negation P and Q, that is, again let us number the table so it's easier to follow. Negation P and Q, 3 and 2, 0 and 1 0. Okay, negation P and Q, 3 and 2, 0 and 1 0, 0 and 0 0, 1 and 1 1, 1 and 0 0. P or negation Q, 1 or 4. Okay, 1 or 4, 1 or 0, 1, 1 or 1, 1, 0 or 0, 0, 0 or 1, 1. Okay, then P or negation Q, that is 6 or 5. So 6 or 5, 1 or 0, 1, 1 or 0, 1, 0 or 1, 1, 1 or 0, 1. So now look at this last table over here. It says that all the values are 1. That means the lamp will always light, whether the switch is on or off. So what will you write the interpretation as? The lamp remains on. Okay, the lamp remains on irrespective of irrespective of one second. Okay, so the lamp remains on irrespective of the status of the switches. Okay, so this is simple enough. You have to just check the statement pattern and then write the truth table of it, or we can say input output table of it. Okay, so let me just write this statement on top again. P or negation Q or P or negation Q or negation P and Q. Okay, yeah, so that is the question, first of question first part of question 4. Okay. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts regarding these questions that we have solved, let me know. We'll continue with this exercise in the next session, and we will be done with this chapter in the next session.